Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here, and welcome to episode 60 of the TNA TW series. You were meant to be seeing Turning Point, but unfortunately the file that I had recorded with Turning Point and all the creative meetings and stuff like that after it ended up getting corrupted. So basically, this episode is going to be a rundown of what happened at Turning Point. We'll go through the creative meeting and stuff like that, and then we'll look at where we're going to go for our next show, and then we're going to book this show as well. So if I quickly go to this tab here and go to our history, Turning Point, you'll see there that we got 18,292 in the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. 79 B-rated show, so it was really good, and we got a 1.77. We just started off with an angle which had basically, it's called What. That was just basically Stone Cold coming out and saying welcome to the show guys and hyping everything up. First match was Ricochet in action against Rob Van Dam for the X Division Championship. Ricochet winning via Melina's interference as he captures the X Division Championship. We then have Adam Cole screaming at Stone Cold Steve Austin saying, "Why am I not in a match?" So he gets his match later on. Hawkins defends his title against AR Fox and he retains the Central Championship in a 72 rated segment. So far, so good. We have an Austin Aries promo, which gets a solid 80. Then we have Austin Aries defeating Jacob Goodnight, that only gets 62. And then we have Jeff Hardy finally turning his back on his brother and turning heel, and unfortunately that only got a 53, although that is now sorted. Jeff is the bad guy, Matt is the good guy. Different for real life, so I'd love to really see how it goes in this. Adam Cole's opponent was Red Titus, he defeated him in a good match, they got a 79. We then had a CM Punk promo, which got a solid 91. A segment and another A segment saw CM Punk defeat Samoa Joe in a 30-minute Ultimate Submission match, which got an 89. After this, Chris Hero defeated Bobby Lashley to retain the TNA World Heavyweight title, which got a 73, and that closed the show. So a solid 79 rated segment there. So we'll go for the title prestige first. The Central Championship now has 2 title defences, and Hawkins has got up to a 63. The Knockouts Championship, Awesome Amazing Kong has 2 defences, and that's on a 49D+, so we're going to really have to work with that title. The Tag Team Championships is 69C+, obviously that wasn't defended at the pay-per-view, but Team 3D own it and hopefully they'll add some prestige to it. Ricochet, as you see, is your new X Division Champion, hopefully he'll have a wee run with that title. And finally the World Heavyweight Champion, Chris Hero, is an 86B+ prestige title, as he's made 3 title defences since winning it in the middle of June. So creative meeting, franchise players, CM Punk, Austin Aries, Adam Cole, Chris Hero and Jacob Goodnight. Next big thing, Jesse McKay, DJZ, Redman, Hot Prospects, Jesse McKay, Colby Carino, Allison Kay, DJZ and Noam Dar. Best promo workers, CM Punk, Kurt Angle, Steve Austin, Jacob Goodnight and Commissioner Mick Foley. The Showstoppers, CM Punk, Austin Aries, Adam Cole, Morrison and Davey Richards. My ring generals are CM Punk, Davey Richards, Samoa Joe, Matt Hardy and Eddie Kingston. Who's hot? Cole, Brother Devon, Hero Hawkins and CM Punk. Who's not is unfortunately Mike Bennett, Rosita, Velvet Sky, Tommaso Ciampa and Robbie E. Time Decline, the old fellas are Jacob Goodnight, Christopher Daniels, Rob Van Dam, Brother Devon and Doug Williams, so they'll be used to put people over. And the hidden gems at the moment, none that interest me, are Chase Del Monte, Hook Bombery, Mischief, Eddie Rios and Blade Hart. Right, so going into this show, which is booked, the storylines that we're running with up until at least Bound for Glory are as follows. The Battle of Honor will now see Adam Cole, Chris Hero joining the storyline already that had CM Punk and Samoa Joe in it, and that is an 89 A rating because of that last match. The Greatest Man Ever Lived is going to feud with Bobby Lashley. You'll see how that feud starts soon. We have the Hardy Boys going against each other. We have the X Division feud, which will be ending Ricochet versus RVD. I have other plans for both guys, so that feud will end. I just want to kind of slowly get out of the way, and it keeps me, with the 3 feuds over 53 heat, so I'm not failing anything. And now versus Future. As you can tell, there's plans to turn Eddie Edwards heel, so both Wills are heel and just put them back in the tag division. It makes a hell of a lot more sense and gives me some more tag teams since we split the Hardy Boys. So that is up to date. Finances, $870,000 profit, although that could go horribly wrong. Once you take in show costs going up even more, and we've still our workers to pay, and this could be bad. Hopefully we can make profit, but the way previous months have went, I'm not too optimistic about it. But we'll see. If we can get it maybe just 500,000 there, we can maybe sneak a profit elsewhere. Production will still come up and get us, as will marketing and merchandise, but I'll find that out in a couple of days. And that's everything, right? So let's get on with booking the show. This show is in the City Hall Plaza in the New England region. I believe that's Boston, Massachusetts. I believe. It's just a guess. It's a 13 segment show, no pre-show or anything. I just wanted to get the show booked and get the storylines onwards towards Bound for Glory. So let's see how we do. So we start off, Steve Austin's out talking to the crowd. He says tonight we'll see CM Punk take on Samoa Joe. It says the first match of the series, but basically the winner of this match gets a title shot at Bound for Glory. That's the whole purpose of this. So hopefully the 10,000 people in attendance will really enjoy the show. And that gets an ATB rated segment and continues that storyline. And that's already booked in. And the match had some good action, but not much in the way of heat. Gail Kim defeated Melissa in 6:46 by pinfall with an 8 defeat. Only got a 47D. Both knockouts don't click, and no skill improvements, so we won't be pushing Gail Kim, I don't think. Austin Aries is in the ring, and he says that he's protesting and will not leave the ring until he gets his title shot. Bobby Lashley runs out for the back and chases Austin Aries off. 73 B-. Aries didn't do well without a script, which is a shame. The storyline's progressed, and it just adds another segment before Austin Aries turns heel, and then we get our match at Bound for Glory. Steve Austin is with Ricochet. He says he's decided to punish Ricochet for his recent actions, and that he will face AR Fox in a match, and that will be next. Ricochet and Melina are an awkward pair, and I'm probably going to have to take her off him. It's just not working. On 65C, that's already booked in. And the match had some good action and average heat. A non-title match, may I add. AR Fox defeated Ricochet in 11:22 by pinfall with a Kryptonite Crunch, 72 B-. So I'm probably going to make the match. They have it Bound for Glory for the title, unless I add someone else in, but we'll probably take Melina off Ricochet, and we'll give Rosa Mendes to somebody else. Since her name's Melina Ruka, that's why she's Melina. In a match that had some good action and average heat, Mr. Anderson, Matt Hardy and Rob Van Dam defeat Jacob Goodnight, Hawkins and Shad Gaspard. In 9:41, when Rob Van Dam defeated Shad by pinfall with a 5-star frog splash, Anderson makes his debut, and he get an initial 93 rating for the asshole gimmick. We've brought him back just to kind of fill up the mid card, give some star power. The 56C- is pretty poor, but it serves its purpose for what I wanted to do here. Shad Gaspard's improving his performance skills, and Mr. Anderson's improving flying skills. After the match, Jacob Goodnight has a temper tantrum, 72 B-, and then Jacob Goodnight sets up a table and then puts RVD through the table, 86 B+. I really wish I'd have made that a storyline. It is going to be the feud between them, I just never done it as a storyline. So another match at Bound for Glory is probably going to be RVD and Jacob Goodnight, and that is a really good segment. Fair play to they two. David Richards in the ring along with Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards announced his decision. He will not be joining David Richards. David Richards looks a little angry as Eddie Edwards leaves. You can't just make him turn after one segment. You've got to build it up. So he's going to reject it the first couple of times, and we'll see what happens down the line. 64C. And about it featured great action and average heat. Billy Ray defeated Eddie Edwards in 10:04 with a standing release powerbomb. Again, you can't beat Billy Ray, Eddie Edwards. What are you going to do? 70C+. No skill improvements, although I'd probably get the segment was penalised for the face, odd face heel combination. It's a shame it punishes you having two face matches in a match, but I can understand that for the way the product is. My feeling that the fans are becoming a little bored with Eddie Edwards, perhaps time for a gimmick change. It's going to happen, else not. A graphic is then shown to confirm that EC3 will return next week. Stay tuned for what happens with EC3. I had a feeling this was going to suffer badly, but I had to do it. And about it featured great action and a good crowd. CM Punk drew with Samoa Joe in 24:48 following a double disqualification. During the match we also saw Adam Cole run in and attack CM Punk and also attack Samoa Joe. 56C-. They had good chemistry, but it wasn't as good as their recent matches, and it just wasn't good enough. But I had to do it in terms of storyline progression. Punk improves both Rumble and performance, Joe improves technical and performance, the Battle of the Honor storyline progresses. We finish off the show, CM Punk and Samoa Joe are in the ring, and all of a sudden they're attacked by Adam Cole, Doug Williams, Harry Smith, Drew Galloway and Redman, otherwise known as the Alliance, the Unstoppable Alliance. I believe that's what they're called, I keep forgetting what their name is. 64C. Punk was a real star, Adam Cole looked good, Drew was underwhelming, Redman looked lost, but the Battle of the Honor storyline progresses, so this will probably be a pretty negative show. But for storylines, the flow of it makes sense in my mind anyway. So overall, 68C+, we still increased our popularity in one region, didn't lose it anywhere, so it could have been a lot worse. But anyway, it's put the starting blocks there anyway, so we can slowly build up towards Bound for Glory and hopefully have an unbelievable show. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll just check and see what rating we got. We'll just check here, Impact Wrestling, drawing a lot of praise, that's ideal. Quickly going to check stables. Unstoppable Alliance, I was right, that's what they're called. No, it's no, it's the Resistance, god damn it, Unstoppable Alliance is that fucking faction. The Resistance, I was right. Right, so they're called the Resistance, I need to remember that. We drew a holy shit, Impact Wrestling has drawn a 6.85 rating on Spike. This is up from the last episode which done a 5.64, so we've jumped up a massive 1.21. Holy cow. Wow. How does that affect our size? So we get 4 over the 65, so we don't need to worry again about Tri-State, Southwest, Tri-State, Southwest, Southeast and New England. We just need to focus on Mid-Atlantic, Mid-South, get the 2 of them over, and then after that all the attention goes in Midwest and Northwest. So that's cool, but it's going good, now we can finally be national. So guys, thank you for tuning into this episode. I apologise that the file corrupted for Turning Point, but hey, we get a longer episode here to enjoy both the pay-per-view and an episode of Impact. So we've got 4 more episodes to go, and then that'll take us to Bound for Glory. And then after that, hey, we keep on going. This series never stops until we get a corrupted file. But until then, thanks for tuning in, guys. Take it easy. So, Super Maxwell, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.